What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. Give me the HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and subscribe button for more content. Today's video is going to be a little different. People send me TikToks all the time, so it's going to be a little compilation of those TikToks put into one video so I can give my commentary. Generally speaking, it's really hard for me to do a video on a 30-second clip. So in this case, I put the videos together and I'll give my commentary on each individual video as we go along. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Yeah, and then let's talk about...
and you see that as systemic discrimination, not allowing women in the front lines.
I mean, if they are just as skilled in combat, if they've completed the training, if they are decorated officers...
They're far less skilled. We had to lower the PT requirements for women to make it in. Women couldn't meet the same requirements that men did, so we lowered them for them.
Well, in combat, it's not like... It's with guns. It's with military-grade weapons, so it doesn't require the same amount of like...
we lowered the ruck times as far as how long you run with a pack on your back or carrying someone who's also in your platoon. We lowered the pull-ups. We lowered the push-ups. We lowered everything for female standards, and I mean that's female privilege, right? Men had to meet a certain set of standards, and when women couldn't meet them, we lowered them. So I just think
that's not female privilege.
Oh, okay.
That's promoting equality among the genders.
How is that promoting equality, though? By lowering the standards? By
allowing them to be involved directly.
Companies can pay women.
And this is my take on that before we go to the next clip. This is not war, and this is why I am anti-women in war. I know that's going to sound crazy to some of the women that go out and give y'all services to... If your women are going off to fight wars, what are you fighting for? Men fight wars to protect women and children, to protect their society that they have built. That's what war is fought for. If your women are going off to war, what are you fighting for? That's how I feel personally. Not only that, but this ain't no goddamn, this isn't a game. People don't care about your inclusion. They will, they are there to murder you. They don't care about your inclusion and if there are trans people involved and are we making it so it's a safe place, and they don't care about that. They there for one reason. And if you're a liability because you can't carry your weight, I don't want you stuck on my team if I'm in the army also. And I think the reason why a lot of women, because this isn't rocket science, any reasonable person can come to the conclusion that the average man is stronger than the average woman. But I think a lot of people are going into this delusional state because to admit that the average man is physically stronger than the average woman, you have to admit that men and women are innately different. And that completely destroys a lot of the arguments that are out there that's promoting this narrative that everything is ever going to be equal. So I think that's why people just try to pretend to have that delusion. I think it gets to the point where some people truly believe that that the average woman stands a chance in hell against the average man in physical combat in any kind of way. And it's just not true. Sorry to burst your bubble if that's your thing. It's just not true. Let's continue the video.
Companies can pay women less. Yes. Why don't they hire all women?
Say that all the time.
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Really?
I understand your argument, and I understand that you're angry.
I'm not angry.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm not angry.
Your voice.
I'm hearing my voice, and I sound pretty calm.
You have now shifted the quality of your voice, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And you've just given me a condescending look, and that's another reason why we need feminism. And now I'm done. And thank you so much.
I literally just...
That's why I can't be on TikTok. Just these little snip. I can't be on TikTok, y'all. Like, TikTok is just too much for me, man. It's just too much. Too many people. Number one, it's just a horrible way to communicate. Similar to Twitter, people want this microwave society where you're supposed to convey actual ideas in a 20-second clip or a paragraph or a sentence. That what is it? Twitter only allowed 250 characters. How am I ever supposed to convey an actual idea if I'm only allowed 250 characters? A lot of the times it just becomes personal and just a bunch of insults thrown back and forth. But in this clip, in the previous clip, I am happy that he maintained his frame, because this is what women try to do. This is what women try to do a lot of the times, because women are generally more emotional. They win if they bring you into an emotional state, because that's where they're used to. If you continue to stand on your logic and stay stoic, try to understand that this doesn't involve emotions. I'm just asking you a question. She didn't have an argument, so she wanted to make it emotional. Keep it logical, man. And if people want to walk away, they don't want to be involved in the conversation, they're not that important in your life anyway if they can just walk away from that conversation. Now, if it's your girlfriend or your mother, whoever it may be, maintain your stoicism. Continue to present your logical argument. And at the end of the day, no matter if they go off in a hissy fit, they're going to have to think of the fact that they didn't come up with a logical argument. Maybe that'll hit them, maybe it won't. It just depends on how reasonable they are. But at the end, don't allow yourself to go into that emotional state and just go back and forth, just because that's where they want to take it. Because once they take it there, then you lose. Your logic is out of the window, especially when everybody gets emotional. That goes for arguments, debates. That goes for relationships. It just goes to you being a guy in general. Always try to maintain your logic. Always try to act based on logic, based off numbers, based off statistics, based off facts. That's just, you generally do better in life when you make decisions based on logic. Let's continue the video.
Literally just got back from the bike ride wearing this because it's hot as shit outside. I'm sweating. You can see that it's hot. You can see that it's hot. And I had the audacity to dress for the weather. I'm not crying. This is sweat. Anyways, and then I get to my apartment and I'm like standing outside my apartment on my bike and just like getting situated, putting my mask on before I go inside. And this guy is like walking by and he's clearly looking at me, and I had my headphones in, so I don't even know the first things he said to me. I don't even know. But then I take my headphones out and he goes, "That bike's really working for you, eh?" What does that even mean? I said, "What?" He goes, "That bike's really working for you, eh?" Really sure what that's supposed to mean, but I guess I would just like to go outside dressed for the weather without comments because of how I'm dressed. That's all.
With this case, I'm assuming this might be that male gaze thing where people are saying that, where women are saying mostly that there's a thing called the male gaze where guys look at women and it's instinctually, it's some way predatorial. Instead of a man looking at a woman and saying, "Hey, I admire her beauty," or "I think she looks good," I guess it's predatorial when men look at women. The only thing is, women desire that look. You don't put on the makeup. You didn't wear that shirt because you want me to compliment your personality. Let's just be completely honest. And the thing I hate, I wouldn't say hate, the thing that annoys me the most about that conversation is it's usually disingenuous. It's usually made by women who get a lot of attention and try to act like they don't want that attention. And I always tell women, especially when I have this conversation with women my age, I'm 26 years old. A lot of times women my age, they go down this road and they say, "I don't want all that attention. I don't want guys catcalling me." I say the only thing worse than catcalling is when it's done. The only thing worse than catcalling is when you're 55 and nobody cares. Again, you didn't put on the makeup for me to compliment your personality. It's because women instinctually also know that to get the attention of men, physical attractiveness is important. Not only that, but when it comes to men being very visual creatures, and you could see this with the rise of things like OnlyFans. Across the board, by far, men spend more money to view things that they are attracted to. And that's not exclusive to women. If you were to be on OnlyFans as a man, majority of your audience is going to be men. And I think that goes to show that men are just instinctually more prone to finding their sexual desires through what they see.
Still don't understand why going to the gym makes me fat phobic. I literally worked hard for my body. Why are you trying to shame me for it? Going to the gym does not make you fat phobic. Going to the gym so that you can look a certain way and have a certain body image does make you fat phobic, because there's absolutely nothing healthy about a certain body size. No, that's just how you measure success at the gym. No, success surrounding physical fitness can be measured and should be measured by your ability to lift more, to do more reps, to run faster, to make the activities easier. When you're just focused on size, yeah, that would make me fat phobic. So now I'm a bad person and I just shouldn't work out. Fat phobia is not a derogatory term. So why bring up the point that I might be fat phobic? Because fat phobia is a social justice issue, and some people want to leave this world a better place for their children. Yes, social justice issue. Didn't you call me a racist too?
Yeah, here's the thing. You can say whatever you want, but it's a scientific fact And it's funny to me that science is always neglected when we're talking about weight. Science is always neglected when we're talking about the differences between men and women. These same women will say they neglect the fact that there are differences between men and women, but complain that their bad behavior is because of their periods, which is hormonal, which is one of the differences between men and women. But that's not even the argument that we're talking about right now. Don't let nobody tell you that working hard for something you want, even if it's vain, is bad. Same reason why Lizzo can never get progress, because the people that she aligned herself with will call her phobic, fat phobic, for her wanting to go and try to better herself. At the end of the day, the number one killer of women is heart disease. 80% of African American women and 75% of all women in America are overweight or obese. You want to save women? You need to be promoting healthy bodies. All right. And that means going to exercise to get thinner. Sorry. And there's nothing wrong with going to exercise just if you want to get thinner, just to look better, just to attract better potential mates, just to have a better lifestyle, especially if you're a woman. Because let's just be completely honest. Being an attractive woman makes life a lot easier. It makes life a lot easier. Also, this because my wife is a makeup artist, I know about this stuff, and big women all the time. They do this all the time. They'll put on makeup to make their faces look thinner. So by that same logic, is that fat phobic? Everybody will do whatever it takes to make it seem like where they are is because of other people. And if other people try to get them to change, the people that want them to change are wrong. Change for the better. It is what it is, though. I get, some people just don't want to make that change. Some people don't want to do the diet. Some people don't want to work out. Those are hard things to do. And if I could take the easy route by just saying, you're bad if you don't like me or whatever it may be, that is what it is. But it doesn't matter how much you tell men that fat is beautiful. It doesn't matter how much you tell men that they're bad if they don't find you attractive. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We'll act like we care. Certain celebrities will go in and align themselves with your ideals, even though they don't truly believe it. You got Khloe Kardashian saying that people she's a part of the body positivity movement. Khloe Kardashian, the person out of everybody that's gotten the most plastic surgery, is a part of the body positivity movement. She's telling people they should be proud of their bodies. These are the people selling you the sauce. And some people just don't get it, man. But till next time.